Hello, genealogists. Today we're going to talk about Standard 22. My name is Craig, and this is Just Genealogy. So, first caveat, of course, I do not represent the Board for Certification of Genealogists. Again, we're talking about Genealogy Standards, second edition revised. We're up to page 16. So, Standard 22. Genealogists ethically, lawfully, prudently, and respectfully use others' information and products, whether the material is digitized, oral, published, unpublished, written, or in any other form. Their data collection includes A, providing full attribution to the originator, B, accurately representing the originator's information, and C, honestly assessing the information's nature and significance. See glossary for definitions of accurate information, published source, and unpublished source. You should be going back to that glossary whenever you look at one of these. We'll probably go through the glossary when this is all over with, just because I'm in the habit of doing this. So, using others' works. We're all going to use other people's works. There's just no doubt about it. There's no way around it. But we have to respect copyright. We have to respect other people's works. We have to recognize other people's works. This is one of the problems associated with you're taking something from a published work and putting it up without attribution, or even with attribution without the permission of the individual. Now, the word copyright doesn't actually exist in this standard, but it's implied, because you can't ethically use other people's works or lawfully use other people's works without acknowledging their copyright. It's just not prudent, and it's not respectful, which is also in the standard. So recognize that, yes, we are going to use other people's works, but we have to provide the appropriate attribution and possibly the appropriate permissions to do so. Recognize that once you're known as a plagiarist, it's a very difficult situation to get away from. And that's one of the last things you want to be as a genealogist, is a person who plagiarizes other people's works. And even when you're looking at textual records in a place like the National Archives or a state library somewhere, you want to make sure that you cite where that information actually came from, what record it actually came from. Because, believe it or not, that tax list, which you are transcribing, is actually someone else's work. It just happened to probably happen 200 years ago. But it should all be part of the citation that allows other people to find your original work. Nothing's more embarrassing than you're writing an article, have your article be peer-reviewed, and as part of the peer review process, the reviewers find out that you've attributed something to be in existence and cited it and have it not actually exist. So recognize that maybe not necessarily part of this is you don't want to be a liar. And if you're using other people's work and setting it off as if it was your own work, you're also a liar. And the last thing a genealogist wants to be is a liar. There is the necessity of respect in our profession. So recognize that if you're using other people's works, you have to properly attribute it. And if it's copyrighted work, you have to obtain permission. Recognize that under copyright, there are some things which are not copyrightable, like facts. However, my solution for that is that if you find something in a book, go find the original record. Because I have a rule, and I may have shared this rule with you before, but this is one of my big rules, and that rule is if it's published, it's wrong. And that allows me to sleep at night. When you've got 10,000 books in print, then, some of them are going to be wrong no matter what. And you can't, as a publisher anyway, fact check everything. As an author, you should, but as a publisher is unable to expend the time and resources in order to do that. Recognize, again, attribution, permission. Those are the most important aspects of this. Again, one of the more important of the genealogy standards that are out there, because this one, not adhering to this one, will get you in trouble quicker than just about anything else. So this is Craig. This is Just Genealogy. Subscribe if you think I add value to your day. If you think I could add value to someone else's day, please let them know I exist. And I will see you soon.